Welcome in Chiefs Kingdom to Chiefs Latest, your one-stop spot for everything Kansas City Chiefs in 15 minutes or less. It is your host, Calvin Silvers. Happy Friday. It's been a fun and exciting week. That's right, just tons of news and rumors surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got plenty more to talk about on this fine Friday. That's right, including a potential trade that's going to bring a fan favorite back to Kansas City. You probably see it on your screen, but before we dive into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on those notifications because we have videos daily. That's right, daily videos Monday through Friday, news, rumors, everything Kansas City Chiefs. So hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. In fact, I'm going to give you a few seconds right now to hit it. Go ahead. There you go. Should be done by now. Should have it clicked. Should have those notifications turned on because it not only helps me in the channel, but it's going to help you stay up to date with everything Kansas City Chiefs. Now, as I mentioned, bringing a fan favorite back to Kansas City with the trade. Is it possible? Can the Chiefs bring back Tyrann Mathieu? Well, his leadership, his production during his Chiefs tenure, I think that makes him a tempting trade target. But at 33 years old, his age, and the cost that he would bring with him, it's kind of unnecessary right now if you're Kansas City. Not saying it's not intriguing or good. It's just unnecessary. Now, the Saints, they're in a rebuild mode. They see him as their top trade asset going into the season. In his 2024 stats, 47 solo tackles, 7 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, prove that he's still got it, even though he is 33 years old. With Justin Reed gone, Mike Edwards past his prime as a rotational piece, the Honey Badgers' versatility across safety and slot, that could help. But then again, Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks, they are the future, and you should invest in the future. Now, nostalgia pulls me toward this reunion, of course, as I've been saying, but the Chiefs' trade capital and their cap space, it's better spent elsewhere. It's put that money elsewhere. Don't put it on another veteran safety. Yes, post-Reed, the Chiefs secondary is led by Trent McDuffie, Cook, Hicks. It's getting younger, so you could argue that bringing in a veteran like Mathieu would stabilize the room. I'd give you that. But $11.3 million cap hit that he would bring with him, his age, it's a short-term fix. He would want to go and should go to a Super Bowl contender if he could have that option. Of course, this would be a trade. I don't know if the Saints would, honor where he would want to go. But again, his vocal presence, that would fill a void. Edwards is more quieter. He has a more quieter role. And Hicks, those 3 interceptions as a rookie show promise to replace Reed's impact. Again, 47 solo tackles, 7 pass deflections, 3 interceptions last season, 76.4 passer rating against. At least 3 interceptions as well in each of the past 6 seasons. 13 interceptions he had with the Chiefs. Again, not a bad player. Not saying this wouldn't be a bad pickup. It's just unnecessary. But he does have the ability to play free safety, strong safety, slot, 242 slot snaps in 2024. That aligns with Spags' cover 2, cover 3 mixes, and that would complement McDuffie's versatility. I think if they did do this, if this did happen, again, not saying it would, but if it did, I think he'd compete at worst for a rotational starter snaps with Cook or Hicks. But yeah, $11.3 million cap hit, that strains the Chiefs' cap space right now, especially with everything else that they're trying to get done. So this trade just feels like a nostalgic homecoming. Age, cap hit, you invest in the Chiefs' young starters. I think it would be a risky or maybe more of an unnecessary move. But again, it's fun. It's fun to look at. But yeah, you got to prioritize your cap flexibility. You got to prioritize youth over just a veteran reunion. Now, a lot of headlines that have been leading the Chiefs lately. Trey Smith, what is the update with him? What is going on? Of course, July 15th, 3 o'clock Central Time, deadline looming. They got to get this extension done. It's critical. The Chiefs have to get this done. But he has a relaxed vibe right now. I sound a little stressed, but he's more relaxed. He was relaxed on Up and Adams. That just suggests that he has confidence in a deal getting done here soon. Of course, he said, I just leave it to the hands of my agents. Obviously, the front office staff of the Chiefs are elite. At the end of the day, I just let them take care of it. Again, a 5-year, $106 million deal, which would be $21.2 million average with $64 million guaranteed. If you offer him that one, that would reset the guard market. That's going to top Chris Lindstrom, Landon Dickerson. You could also maybe look at a 3-year deal, $62.598 million. That would be $20.866 million average. That could be a fallback deal. Veach, he's got to backload the deal to fit the Chiefs cap space. Smith's durability, top 15 PFF grade, that makes it worth it. That makes him worth the money. You do not want to lose him to free agency. He's worth the money. And two, it's going to stabilize your line. 96% plus snap count that he has, 60 plus starts. I think he's only missed one game. He anchors that interior line with Creed Humphrey. That's vital after Joe Thuney left. That's vital after your Super Bowl loss. Again, it would be a market reset for him. $106 million deal. That's a lot of money. But it reflects his value as a Pro Bowl guard and protecting Patrick Mahomes. Last season, of course, 78.8 PFF grade. That was top 15 among guards, as I've said. 655 pass blocking snaps, 0 sacks allowed. He's just going to be an anchor. His run blocking, top 5 win rate, pass protection. You need that on the right side. You have to solidify that right side, especially if your left side with so many question marks. A backloaded $106 million deal that lowers Smith's 2025 cap hit, freeing space for extensions like Trent McDuffie or George Karlaftis. And it's just going to lock in that long-term core, Smith, Humphrey. That just makes sure that Mahomes has a clean pocket, especially against these AFC West pass rushers. So, again, we're waiting for this. It needs to be done. It's a must. You got to keep the line elite. You got to protect Patrick Mahomes. But again, his vibe of, I let the agents handle it, his relaxed mindset, I think that shows trust in Veach to get this deal done, to land a market resetting deal by July 15th. Of course, though, history says that Brett Veach will be spending some money, and this Trey Smith deal won't be their only big summertime deal. Again, Trey Smith leads the extension talk, but history screams that more big deals are coming, Chiefs fans. That was right. We're going to keep more of these Chiefs core and these Chiefs stars here in Kansas City. Last summer, the Chiefs dropped major extensions for Harrison Butker, Creed Humphrey, and Noah Gray. Again, Veach has that knack for locking in talent during this window of time right now that we're facing. You got Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis. They're due for raises. I think Chiefs fans should brace for more financial fireworks. I really do, especially as training camp heats up. Now, why does this matter? Well, again, core retention. Look at the 2024 extensions and pre-free agency deals, Bolton, Jones, blah, blah, blah. Again, Veach has this pattern of locking in talent early, unlike some people like the Cowboys who wait way too long and they have to pay way more than they needed to. Again, this is becoming an AFC West arms race as well, with Denver and others stacking up. So you need to retain these stars. You need to make sure that Spags defense dominates divisional matchups. Harrison Butker last season, 4-year, $25.6 million through 2028. Creed Humphrey, 4-year, $72 million deal. Noah Gray, 3-year extension. Smith franchise tag right now at $23.4 million for 2025 if no deal done by July 15th. Defensive priority again, McDuffie 2, top PFF coverage grade, 89.7, and Karlaftis' 65 pressures in 2024 make their extensions critical. You need them. So Chiefs fans should expect Veach to keep the summer hot with some extensions beyond Smith, likely McDuffie or Karlaftis, to maintain a championship core, especially with what we've seen in the past, Butker and all of them. It's going to be a fun training camp and beyond, I believe. And does Kansas City capture 15 wins this season? Can they capture another 15-win season? That is the question. Some NFL analysts, they believe so. Daniel Jeremiah, he doesn't, though. He doubts the Chiefs can repeat their 15-win 2024 season, citing a brutal 2025 schedule. Rick Eisen, however, he backs this. He backs a 15-2 repeat. He says, until I see different, that's the way I'm feeling. So he has faith in Mahomes and Coach Reid. I see the Chiefs suffering 3 or 4 losses this season. I think Baltimore gets revenge, for last year's toe out of bounds call. Josh Allen and Buffalo, they own Mahomes in the regular season, as much as I hate to say that. Denver, you're probably likely going to split that series with them. Then I think probably Detroit or Washington. I think one of those steal one, but I don't think both get a win. Again, Jeremiah said, you look on there and you see Baltimore, you see Detroit, you see Buffalo, and 2 games with Denver, and the Chargers always play them tough. You're going to play on Thanksgiving and on Christmas. Those are short weeks. I get that, but despite missing key offensive weapons like 2024, this offense is healthier. Rice, Hollywood Brown, Pacheco, that's going to boost this output from the offense. Your defense, it's really strong right now. That nucleus of Chris Jones, Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis, Jaden Hicks. Spags' unit is elite despite even Justin Reed exiting. Again, 15-2 last season, but faced 11 one-scorable wins. Pretty lucky. They were pretty lucky last year, as much as I also hate to say that. Mahomes, again, 1-4 versus Josh Allen in regular season games. I think Buffalo probably gets one again in the regular season. You also have the left side problems. Joe Tooney traded. Suamati struggles. So a 15-win season is tough, but possible, of course, with a healthier offense, elite defense. Though, again, 13-4, 14-3 is probably where I see them ending the season. Lost to Baltimore, Buffalo, Denver, and probably Detroit or Washington. But again, Mahomes and Reed, they thrive under this pressure. But that schedule, there is a stretch there where it can be tough. That left side line concerns. It's going to make this repeat of a 15-win season hard, but again, very, very possible. All right, that was Friday's episode. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and turn on those notifications. Get down in the comments right now. I've been enjoying reading everything you guys have said. Let me know what you think about this episode and bringing the Honey Badger back. Smith update. Are we going to get this done soon? Do you think Brett Beach will make another big signing or extension during training camp? And also, do you think the Chiefs can capture another 15-win season? I'm your host, Calvin Silvers. This is Cheifs Latest, daily videos Monday through Friday. Hit that subscribe button, and until next time, have a good one.